Oh, what's going on, everybody? MoneySmartGuy Matt Zavala here, hailing to you from our workshop right behind me here in Oak Brook. Here with man Lorenzo. What's up, my man? And of course, my mother.
Hi.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Oh, thank you, baby.
There you go. And my mom's here. My wife is here.
Hi.
Happy early Mother's Day, baby.
Thank you, babe.
And happy early Mother's Day to you, Kenya Latiqua.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
4 kids. Right? Awesome. There you go. Yeah. We're having a great time here this morning. Talk about money. ABC's a money class. This is happening here in Oak Brook. We have another workshop this morning in Rosemont, led by Rudy and Rosie Ortiz. We got a workshop in Naperville this morning, run by Javier Hernandez and Lizette Garcia. But listen, 5 reasons why I'm broke and finding solutions to it. So let me get here to my office. Excuse me. All right, so thanks for joining me this morning. I just want to grab a few moments with you guys before we launched off this morning. I'm about to kick it off here in about 5 or 10 minutes, but I wanted to say hello to you. Well, you've heard all the cliches. I'm so broke, I can't pay attention. You've heard that a bank is a place. You've heard that a bank is a place that will lend you money if you can prove that you don't need the money. Well, that's all true. So a shocking epidemic that has been going on for years has been the fact that more people today are living paycheck to paycheck, and we're looking to provide answers to those questions. And what better than a Saturday morning to actually have that conversation? And you know, it's a shocker when people don't invest time to find out how to get above their financial situation, where people would rather spend time rolling around on a couch, whether it be a Saturday morning, a Sunday morning, instead of attacking the situation. And you know, that's what we're doing. We're attacking the situation. We're attacking the money issues of America. We're not waiting on government. We're not waiting on charity. We're not waiting for our employers. We're taking personal action. And you know, I wanted to read you the stat that in January 2017, that the Fiscal Times reported that nearly half of America live paycheck to paycheck. That 5 reasons why is a few things. Number 1, let's start with number 5. Number 5 is taxes. Number 4 is healthcare costs. Number 3 is mortgage and rent. Number 2 is employment struggles. And number 1 is credit card debt and debt in general. And that according to Statista, Americans' median income is $1,300 less than it was in 1999. In other words, people in 1999 were making more money on average in America, obviously adjusted for inflation, than people are making in 2017 on average. And according to the Pew Research Center, middle-class households have suffered wealth stagnation over the past 3 decades. 3 decades. 3 decades, middle-income America has had wealth stagnation. So here's a couple reasons why. Rent, living expenses, food. Here in Chicago, red light violations. Right here, right outside our office, right there. Boom, that's the over there. That's the busiest intersection in the Chicago, in the area's Midwest. Huge amounts of red light violations, parking tickets, you name it, ways to just silently tax American citizens. And so when we're talking about answering the situation of financial income, living paycheck to paycheck, the only way that we are explaining here in our office, if we can't control taxes, we can minimize it, but we can't eliminate it. But what we're about to discuss here are answers to those 5 issues. Those 5 issues. So number 1, as I wrap stuff up here real quick, and let you move on with your Saturday morning, just inspire you to understand your financial situation can be something you can conquer, but you can only conquer it if you face it. You can only conquer it if you stand up to it. You can only conquer it if you take responsibility. So number 1, in terms of credit cards, I would not use credit cards as a way to keep up with a certain lifestyle. So last night, if you're hanging out with friends, and tonight you're thinking about hanging out with friends, and you got to put that lifestyle on a credit card, you might want to take a pass. And Are you missing out on a lot? Okay, if you say so. If you don't feel bad about people posting pictures at the clubs or the case may be. I mean, listen, everybody in that room right now had a decision last night. Do I go hang out, lounge, club? No, they want to get up in the morning on Saturday to come to our workshop to find ways to attack the money game. Second, so number one, credit card debt. So a way to avoid credit card debt is not to use credit cards to keep up with a certain lifestyle. Second, if your job isn't paying enough, if your job simply isn't paying enough, consider starting your own business. We're having that conversation here too as well. Lots of benefits of starting your own business. And if many of you guys just did your taxes, this is a book we highly recommend for you guys. There's a friend of mine, Sandy Botkin, who wrote this book, Lower Your Taxes Big Time. How? Not by getting a second job, not by getting a third job, but by maximizing your current job and finding a way to start a business on the side. Third thing, should I be buying a house now? I mean, it's the summertime. This is the prime time for people to be looking for a house, for realtors to be showing homes, open houses, you name it. But is it worth the house? I mean, I was having a conversation with a guy. He said, man, I bought real estate 20, 30 years ago, and I bought it for a cheap price, and I was able to sell it for 10 times more. That sounds great, but the hidden costs he didn't talk about. I said, tell me about the hidden costs. What are you talking about? Talk to me about maintaining it. Talk to me about the mortgage and interest. Talk to me about critters, raccoons in your attic, floods, pipes that break, maintenance along the way, tax you got to pay, tenants that you got to kick out. Tell me about those hard costs. Because it sounds cool to know that you bought it at one rate in real estate, but you sold at a higher rate. But tell me what the hard costs in between. In addition to that, people are rethinking about buying a home. Why? Because people want mobility today. People aren't sure if they're going to be living in Chicago. People are wanting to say, you know what, if I want to live in Indiana or Wisconsin or go down to Texas or Florida where taxes are cheaper and the cost of living is cheaper, I want that freedom and flexibility. I may not want to buy a house. It might be cheaper for me overall to be renting, even if I don't own it. At least I don't have the responsibility of home ownership. If something breaks down, at least I don't have the responsibility and the burden of fixing it on me. Healthcare costs. Take care of you. Health is your first wealth. One of the first things I started doing when I started making more money is started investing in me in terms of quality food that I consume. So therefore, I feel sick less. I'm eating a better quality of food. I'm in the gym, exercising. Makes you feel better. Your energy is high. Listen, money is energy. Fifth thing is taxes. Back to taxes. Fifth reason why people are broke is taxes. Number one was credit card debt. Number two is employment struggles. Number three was renting or buying. Number four is healthcare costs. And fifth one is taxes. The best way to address taxes is not waiting for Uncle Sam to do something about it. The best way to address taxes is to reduce what you owe in taxes through legally and ethically starting your own business on the side, even if you're not profitable. According to the IRS, it says as long as you're starting some form of trade or business, you start, whether you're incorporated or not incorporated, sole proprietor or incorporated, you can start your own business. Find out what the world of entrepreneurship can do for you. Listen, how long have I been studying entrepreneurship? Let me show you one of my first notes. Here's how long I've been studying entrepreneurship. 1999. 1998, 1999, I decided to become a student of business, master the money game. I've been working for myself since 2001. Been in six figures since 2003. And we're about to kick off our workshop. So I gotta go. But I just want to say to you hello. And if you don't have a community for people to plug into, just please consider our PHP family across the country that could coach you, teach you, surround you with the right people, incorporate the right language and thinking to helping you win the money game. Hold on, let me show you who's kicking things off.
Whatever, please silence them because when I introduce our keynote speaker, I don't want him to get distracted by beeps and whistles and all that stuff. So please silence yourself. Right, we good?
We good.
Awesome. Well, today's a special day for me because I know they scheduled a person to come here and introduce the PHP for you. And they made a phone call. They said, you know what? We're going to have a very important group here. So they want the smartest person in PHP to come here and do the welcome. Right? And that person said, no, I can't. I'm busy. Then they said, all right, let's make them laugh. Let's get the funniest person out here to introduce PHP, and that person also said no. Then I said, you know what? We got to go with the best looking agent in PHP. Right? So, all right, I can't turn you down the third time. So, right? So again, welcome. Either you were invited by one of our agents out there, and then you knew and
So
got to see what we've done.
that
or
is
you were referred to us by one of our many communities.
that is Richard Love. Welcoming everybody this morning. Richard Love was a 21-year Afghanistan war hero. Came back from Afghanistan. Was thinking about re-enlisting, and he says, Matt, how do I attack the money game? Encourage him to start a business. Encourage him to start reading up on the insurance industry, the financial services world. He got engrossed about it because he found out that he could have made some deductions a long time ago that could have saved him $800 a month, $9,600 a year for the last 5 years because he was deployed overseas. And that's the conversation we're having every day. Is the biggest question we get asked after we give a financial workshop like this morning is, how come more people don't know more about this stuff? And the second question we get is, where were you 5 years ago? So as you're watching this live video, I hope those two questions are answered immediately for you, that you're not looking at your finances from a reactive standpoint, but you're looking at things from a proactive standpoint. Get ahead of the money game. What will happen is you'll be able to anticipate a lot of things, and you'll be able to have more confidence that whatever happens to our economy, recession, this whole crap with Russia, if it affects our economy, people hacking our Wall Street, whatever, as long as you have a way to control your income, as long as you have a way to answer some of the biggest questions you have about money, not next year, not next month, but today, you can be much more skilled, much more confident, much more financially happy. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy early Mother's Day to you guys and gals. And we hope that it's just not one day your family honors you. We hope that you are in an environment sending you love each and every day because you deserve it. With that being said, everybody, gotta go from Oprah till we meet again. Continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today. God bless you guys.